Hello students, this is the fourth part of the chapter Adjective and the degree of the comparison. In the earlier chapter we have discussed about the kinds of the adjective, the degree of the adjective, their positions and the formation of the adjective. Now in this session I am going to discuss with you the double form in the few words having the double form of the comparative and the superlative in a certain adjective that we are going to discuss in this one. So here see there are the few words are there like the late, old and the far, and it is the positive form of these words and their comparative forms also, like the late having the later, latest, and one more type of the comparative form of it, the word late, the same positive form, it is the latter and the last one. Then the old, older, oldest, elder, eldest, and the far, further, furthest, and the further, furthest. In the first one, the first form of the word late, latter, and the latest is used when there is a timing is there. That suppose there is a sentence is that I had left the stadium. I met him later. Later. Later means बाद में. Latest अभी नया. Like that, the sentence is that this is the latest mobile. This is the latest means the new model of the mobile. So here the word latter and the latest is referring to the time. Then the second form is that the latter and the last one. The word latter and the last, it's denoting the positions from where it is. The latter means that the बाद में, and the last is the, you know the meaning, the last one. So let's see the example. The latter one is that the designer brought the two proposal. The client approved the latter one. Latter one. Designer ने दो proposals बनाए, उसमें से latter one जो बाद वाला था, latter one was the selected one. Then the second one is the last. Last is that the word I was the last person to reach the field. Last means आखरी. आखरी in a Hindi is the meaning is the last one. So here there are these two words, the latter and the last, denoting the position, and the later and the latest is just means that the time. Second word is the old. The word old having can be used in a comparative and the superlative degree in two ways. The first one is the older, oldest, elder and the eldest. The word older we are using for both, for the person and the object also. But the word elder and the eldest we are using only for the persons, and basically the person who are our family member or for our siblings we are only using, not for the other one. Suppose in a village you are living, or in a town area, suppose in a Prayagraj you are living. In your family members when you are talking, then you are using about the elder and the eldest, and but you are talking about the area from where you are living, from here you are living in a civil lines, and you are talking about the peoples of that area, then you are using the word older and the oldest for them. And the word older and the oldest can be used for both the person and the object also. Let's see what the example. The examples you will be getting in your book. Better to consult and then clear your doubts. Then this building is older than the next one. My grandfather is the oldest member of the club, and Abhi is my elder brother, and Tanya is the eldest of all the sisters. So there is a difference. Third word is the far. Far is used for the distance. So the comparative form is the far, farthest, further, and the further. There is hardly a little bit changes for the of the A and the U in both the two spellings. and they both having the similar meaning but a little bit is that the farther and the furthest we are using for the distance. And the further and the furthest we are using for the distance and for the additional also. For the additional also. Let's see with the example that Kolkata is farther or the further, both can be correct in the here, from Mumbai than Delhi. But if we are using the word further, that when without any further delay, the guide helped us reach our purpose. One important thing that you should understand is that for the word nearest and the next, most of the time you all going to be confused. The word nearest we are using for the shortest distance, and then next we are using for the sequence. Suppose if I am just talking about the sequence of the A, B, C, D, E, F, it is a sequence now. A, B, C, D, E. It's written in a sequence. So it is the next. That's what you, for using the sentence, you can say that B is written next to the A. But for the nearest is that for the near one place. Like that the A, B, C, D, and we are talking about the A and the D. Then we can say that the A is the nearest to the D. Right? Let's see one more example is that my house is next to the school. That means it is just situated beside the school. And this is the nearest hospital from the house. If we are talking, I am just taking the simplest example of your school. Of your school is that the Vidyavahini is what? Next to the KP school, right? And for the nearest one is that the Vidyavahini is the nearest to the medical hospital. Understand it? Now let's discuss about the making comparison. That can be different type. Basically that can be divided in two categories. The first one is for the positive sentence and the second one for the negative one. For the positive one, we are using the word as and as. See the example. That the Rita and Rima are short. It is the positive sentence. We can write the same sentence like what? Rita is as shorter as the Rima. So here the word as and as also we can use for the positive sentence. The second one is for the negative sentences that we are using. Not as, not so as, the word then and the less. Let's try to understand with the help of the example is that Raman is taller than Pia. Remember one thing, the word as and as we can use only for the positive sentences. Then here we are just changing the comparative degree sentences into a positive form, right? And this can be changed in a negative one. Like the Raman is taller than Pia. That can be written like Pia is not so tall as Raman. Or it can be write down Pia is not as tall as Raman. It can be also written like that. The Pia is less tall than Raman. Remember one thing, we have changed the word taller to the positive form of the tall in all the three sentences. One more type is there on which we can change the sentence, and it is the use of least. Use of least. Comparison is also expressed with the word least in the superlative degree. And the word here, that, not as, not so, then less, that we are using for the comparative one. But for the superlative degree also, we can use the word least. See the example? That was the easiest. This is the superlative degree. Easiest exam I have even written. That can be changed into a that was the least difficult exam I have ever written. Remember one thing is that while we are using the sentence of the least is that when we are using in a sentence, we have to write down the opposite of the superlative form. Easy, the opposite of the easy is the difficult one. That means easiest, सबसे easy वाला क्या होगा, सबसे कम difficult. So when we are changing it, we have to use the opposite of the superlative form and then using the word least, but the meaning in each and every type of the group of the comparison, the meaning will be the same. Thank you.